Welcome to the Virtual Insanity Podcast. Please like and subscribe.
Welcome back, Virtual Insanity fam. Nice to have you here. Hope you've got your coffee. Right, and Matt. So, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
You ever had any near-death experiences?
Right, so I've had an avalanche go off near me.
Yeah.
Like, not next to me, but far enough to be, like...
Concerning.
Sheet.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, some people died in that avalanche.
Oh, okay.
So all of a sudden you're like, I escaped death. And then Final Destination plays in your head. And you're like... Is it after me?
There's... Listen, yeah. You know when I drive on the motorway?
Lorry truck.
You know, if I ever see one of those open trucks with logs, with steel girders, with anything like that on it that could potentially just yeet itself off, no, I'd change lane. And the funny thing is, especially in this country, most people just change lane. Like, behind that lorry,
you'll change it. I'm the same. I'm like...
Because of Final
Destination.
Destination 2. That absolutely wrecked me.
Yeah, you see, the plane bit in the first one didn't.
I mean, that did kind of accelerate my fear of flying.
Yeah.
Slightly.
But was that because you then thought you had Final Destination power? And so then you're like, I could be stood there in the waiting room and be like, no, Mum, we're not going on holiday.
I've thought about it so many times. Like, what would happen if you were like in a Final Destination situation and you had that curse power? I don't know what it is.
I think it's just not nice.
Like, where are you going?
You're not going, like, you either do the complete safety.
How?
Well, exactly, but you just live life then, don't you? And it catches up again.
Just until you're gone.
Yeah, but what you could do is, this is the thing, if you were clever enough, you move city while you still got the chance. Like,
you're going to risk moving that far?
Yeah, because then you make a group of friends.
Right.
And every time it's like, you see how you're going to die, you throw a friend there.
Disgusting!
Yeah, but then you move city.
That's fucking despicable.
Eventually, you'll get to that point of, there's so many people, once you cheat death another time, because obviously you save people as well. So you're like, right, let's make a cycle.
Yeah. See, I was spun out when it was talking about...
That's a bit in depth, though, isn't it?
Like, replacing
a
life with a death and this, that and the other. And I was just like, I don't understand how... And then when it's not your turn, you just can't die.
Yeah.
And that's like...
Yeah, so...
But would you be willing to test it?
No. After that films, nah, I'd just be like, I'll go in the car crash.
Which one's your favourite? Have you seen all of them?
Pretty much, and I'm looking forward to the new one that they're
Is there a newer
doing.
one? Is there a new one coming out?
Apparently, yeah, but it's actually about the emergency services or something.
That sounds dog shit already.
I don't know, like, I read something, this could be wrong though. It might just be speculation, so don't quote me on it. But apparently it's like, someone in like one of the... Obviously he's trying to save people probably on something's going to happen. I think they're going to go down that route. So it's the same scenario, but it's actually like a paramedic or a police officer.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, that's all right.
They like stop the whole...
No, see, no, I'm not down with that. You know what I want from a new Final Destination movie? Just the same old shit.
Yeah.
Just with better
deaths.
With better graphics, more imaginative deaths.
Oh, yeah, but the window pane one. And the barbed wire fence. And the fire exit ladders. I mean, what do you think about it?
It's fucking brutal.
Yeah. I mean, I thought in the first one, the slipping in the bathtub and the...
That's horrible.
Oh,
That's fucking gnarly.
I don't like showers because of that. Because I'm like, what if I do slip?
It has affected my life. Probably more than I thought.
I always remember having a bath, and it was when I was younger, sort of thing, and letting pretty much all the water run out, and then I stood up, and I was straight over. And all that went through my head was I went to grab the shower bar.
Nah.
And then I was like, no. Like, literally, and I just crashed down.
Yeah.
And I was just there like, at least the shower's not right around my neck.
Brilliant.
No.
Brilliant.
That was, yeah.
So we went to a place called Padstow in Cornwall. Little fishing...
Nice place.
Little fishing town, I think it is. Fishing village. And they do boat rides. And this one particular boat ride was see the seals, see the puffins. Like, we're going to take you around sort of like the rocky bits. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see some puffins. Might see some dolphins and, you know, like other sea life. Cool, yeah, let's go on that. You know what I mean? Because I didn't think that the moment you left the harbour that the ocean is just a completely different bastard. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So we're tootling along. This is quite nice. You know what I mean? It's just a tiny boat, and it's just like everybody's sort of like crammed around the edge a little bit. You know what I mean? And the seats on where the captain's steering his boat.
Well, I hope there's a captain steering the boat.
Didn't fucking feel like it. So anyway, we get out into the ocean, and it's a bit up and down, choppy a bit. That's fine, I can deal with that, you know what I mean? Then, like, he stops the boat. And I know now why, because we were looking at puffins and seals and fucking God knows what, right? But he stops the boat. And then all of nature just takes over. So we went... I was sitting on the side of the boat. So like on one of the sides of the boats, right?
Yeah.
On this little bench. And my view was sky, cliff, sea, cliff, sky, cliff, sea. Like that. Just going up and down. Honestly, I just felt like I'm going to slip off this boat at any moment. I'm in the ocean, you know what I mean? Just like, fuck. Horrible. Horrible.
See, I know that feeling, but for me, I was a sadistic kid. I think this is like the first holiday I remember. The Sea Cat.
Mate, Sea Cat's class.
And it was rough.
Sea Cat, mate. I love the Sea Cat.
And it was rough.
Oh, shit.
Like, really rough. And they were like, yeah, warning. Like, you're going like this.
Yeah.
But not only are you going like this, there's waves coming over the top of the Sea Cat.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah.
I'm gutted because I'm not allowed to go outside. I'm sat there and I'm just like, and I'm like looking around and everyone's being sick in sick bags.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, munching away on a burger. Like, just loving life.
Yeah.
And like, I remember getting off it and I was like in the car with my family and I'm like, everyone was sick apart from me, like proper like, I'm so happy.
Our experience on a Sea Cat is very similar. Not to a point where you couldn't be outside, because you could go outside if you wanted, you're just going to get wet.
Yeah, this was
big wet
water slacking.
Yeah, so I remember. So like we went to France with my mum, my stepdad, and one of my mates. All got on the Sea Cat because it's like the fastest sort of thing, and it was cool.
It was 20 minutes
or
something,
right? And like everybody gets on, we all sit down, everybody's ready, and like we just start going, and it's like, whoa, here we go. My mum just sort of goes, just green, just like instantly green. And obviously I'm completely sort of like impervious to any sort of like this sickness or whatnot. So I'm just there, just like eating some crisps, just like Johnson, and that's it, sends her.
So another one apparently for me when I was a kid, like kid. We're on a ferry, and I'm walking along like my dad, my mum with me, and I walk past this woman and grab a sandwich out of her hand and start eating it.
What the fuck?
Apparently I shoplifted from Marks and Spencer's when I was in a pushchair.
What is wrong with you?
Like, they got out of Marks and Spencer's and I was sat there holding bags of sweets. because I'd just been taking them off.
That's almost as bad as a friend that we know from back in the day that stole a penguin
Oh yeah.
from a zoo. That's almost as bad as that. Just swiping sweets.
Yeah, I just did it the once.
Yeah,
The queue apparently was big, and then by the time they got to the doors and like looked out,
you just fucking stacked out loads of fucking.
no, I think I passed him a bag for him to open.
No.
Because obviously I couldn't open them. I was just pulling
Yeah,
them
yeah,
up,
yeah.
like, and they went like that and waved it.
Fuck's sake. Matt, what are you like?
I don't know. I thought it was like that. Being told that, and I'm like, I wish I remembered that.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, just being
I
like,
don't remember
yeah,
any of that. I don't really
don't.
remember any of that. The only thing I ever get told, by my nan especially, is that I came in as a sprightly fucking 5-year-old or 6-year-old or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Came into the house, grabbed my nan's keys to the most important building at her job.
Mm.
She had all the keys.
Right.
Grabbed the keys, proceeded to then, this is all while I'm running, grab the keys, go out the back door, go down the garden, and where my nan and granddad lived at the time, there was a canal at the bottom of the garden.
Right.
So I've come in, grabbed the keys,
Run down.
out the door, down the garden, yeet, keys into the canal. Why? Fuck knows.
Just,
Cunt.
yeah. A couple of years ago, I went to Thorpe Park, and I'm not scared of roller coasters or anything. Like, I will go on everything and anything. Then came Stealth, right? So and all day I've been putting it off, and it was raining, so it wasn't working at one point. So I'm like, yay. You know, secretly, I was like, oh, we'll do it later. Anyway, eventually it came to the time of we had to do Stealth.
Yeah.
Because we've done all the other roller coaster sort of thing, and then you're like, right, Stealth. I'm queuing up, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, out of nowhere, I don't want to go on this. Like, I literally was like, I can't go on it. And then I was with my girlfriend, and so I'm like, I'm not going to say to her I don't want to go. Like, I don't want to look like I'm like
A pussy.
oh yeah, no, I'm a pussy. I can't go on this. So, and then we're getting closer, and then all of a sudden I get to the point in the queue where I can count.
How many people, like, you're like...
And I'm like, right, I'm train 4, and we're the first people. We've got the front or the back, and I'm not going to turn it down because I'm like, I'm going on the front if I can.
Yeah.
But I'm getting there, and then it's like, next train, the gate slams in front of us, and you're like, and I remember going like, I don't want to go on this. Can we turn round? She was like, don't be stupid.
At that point.
Yeah, like we're at the gate.
Yeah.
And then it opens. It's just like, we'll go on the front. Well, I was like, we'll go on the front then. And I'm shaking.
Yeah.
They sit down and they put the bar in. And then they do that next joke where you're like, oh, it's too tight.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and all of a sudden I'm there going,
I think that's called stapling.
yeah.
Believe it or not. I think
Really?
I think the term is called stapling.
But then I'm there, and I'm sat there, and there's like, I'm like, oh god. And all of a sudden I'm like, a piece of track's going to fall off on the up. Oh, we're just going to keep going. Like,
That's what you had in your head.
yeah. And then it went. And I remember being like, get off it. Can we go on it again?
Yeah.
But it was one of them, like, but I think it was like, in the process of queuing, someone had gone on and knocked the hat off, and you just saw the hat go,
Right.
and just float off into the sky.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what if a piece of track, like the bit just before the curve,
Yeah.
so you just go,
See ya. Yeah.
yeah. No.
Wow. I'm not a roller coaster person at all. I'm not a ride person at all. I'm just not a ride person, if I'm being completely honest. At all.
Yeah.
The most intense thing I've ever been on is Storm Force 10.
I got soaked on that.
Like, I mean, I got absolutely drenched.
Yeah, I was.
But
not
that's
happy
probably like the most intense thing I've been on.
when it spins you round.
Like, yeah, and then you go down backwards and
Yeah.
you're just like, for fuck's sake.
And you get soaked.
And then up you go, up, and you're like, oh god. And then as you're coming round, you're just like, fucking hell, this is high.
Yeah, did you ever go on the American Adventure one?
On the log flume?
Yeah.
No, because every time we went, it just weren't. It was either stacked, so you just weren't getting on it, or it was just there was no, it weren't operating.
Yeah, it was at one point the highest in Europe.
We did the ghost train, or the runaway train.
Runaway,
Sorry, the runaway
yeah.
train.
Choo-choo.
That thing was fucked up. That'd snap your neck
Yeah.
if you weren't careful.
When you came through the
before
the garage,
just
and
the
you went,
corners, man. Like fucking hell.
No.
That was insane. That's probably like the fastest roller coaster I've been on.
Yeah,
I've been on like the Buffalo and stuff. That's pretty cool.
That's at
just chill.
That's at Twin Lakes now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well,
You're joking.
I remember we were at high school and we all went to a place called Drayton Manor theme park. And I was going on a couple of rides thinking, yeah, this is sound like, you know what I mean? I'm pretty cool with this. And then they were like, do you want to go on, is it 13?
No.
No, not 13. What's the haunted ride?
Oh, the haunted.
The Haunting. Was it the Haunting?
No,
The Haunting.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain it was something like that.
Ghostbuster themed.
It was like a most haunted, like fucking Derek Acora special, like ghost team.
They've got one at Alton Towers as well called Hex.
Okay. Well, I thought, yeah, I'd go through a ghost house now. I'm older and like shit like that really doesn't bother me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Thinking you just walk around house, you know, a few jumps here, a few scares there, wee, woo, you know what I mean? How wrong I was. How fucking wrong I was, Matt.
Why?
Well, I didn't realise that after you'd walked through some of the house, you have to sit down
Yeah.
in church pews. I was like, this is strange. Why are we all sitting down? Is there going to be some sort of projection we're going to see here? You know what I mean?
Are you facing other people?
And yeah, you're facing other people. and then this bar comes down, you're like, shit, this is a ride. What does this do? What fucking... Well, can't get out of this. Because I'm like, pretty much bollock in the middle. So like, I've got my school friends all by the sides of me and I'm just like... Fuck. You know what I mean? Shit. Now, if you've never been on this ride...
I have many a time.
If you've never been on this ride, like, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure on the mechanics of the actual ride itself because it feels like you're going sort of like swaying like a pirate ship, but then the room is like spinning around you. So like every time you sort of like arc up on your side, you just see like graves and coffins and shit. And then obviously when you roll up the other side, the other lot see it. Then it stops and you're thinking, fucking Christ, get me off this fucking thing, please. For the love of God.
Yeah, but it stops when you feel like you're upside down.
It stops. Then the thing in the middle, this casket thing, like opens up.
Yep.
These little fucking batshit things fucking...
Tickle
like,
you.
Tickle your fucking ears. And you're just like...
What?
And then it fucking goes again and you're just like, I'm going to die. Whee, I'm going to die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was fucking horrible. And then I got off the ride and I was like, never doing that again.
Yeah, I remember I know the ride very well.
Fucking insane. So, the thing is with it though, is you don't know if you're moving or if it's just the room that's moving.
Yeah.
And it's fucking disorientating.
So, I found a trick when I'm on it to stop that. So sometimes I go on it and I'm like, I want to be disorientated.
Yeah.
It's like going on the Smiler. It makes you feel weird for some reason. But
Right.
the Smiler, it does a set of loops one way.
Yeah.
And then the other set, is the other.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much half, but you come off feeling a bit...
You know, you can only go so many loops before you die.
Yeah, because there was that...
Somebody created like
the
a...
death roller coaster.
Someone created a end yourself, press the exit button. Do you know what I mean? And it's a roller coaster that just like
Loops.
ends you. Yeah, and it's just a series of loops. Or I think it might actually be them sort of loops.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You eat yourself out of existence on a roller coaster.
But no, so when you're on the ride, you either look at the person opposite you and their hair, or you look at the door.
Right. Do you know what I did?
What?
Closed my eyes, held onto the bar, and was just like,
See, the first time I remember that motion and how it works is the time you going up with the walls spinning at the same time.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's some sort of...
Yeah, so it's a dome.
Yeah.
With the ride inside that's doing that.
Yeah.
And you're only actually moving.
Yeah, I can imagine it's like the time.
But the room's
Oh, God,
spinning.
it makes it even worse.
But there's that bit where you literally feel like you're hanging upside down.
Yeah, it's horrible.
So you look at the person opposite you and their hair's flat. And you're like, oh. They just sit there and the whole illusion's ruined. And they were...
I saw a cursed image. I need to show you this cursed image.
Really?
Yeah.
A few moments later.
I think I feel sick. I actually think I feel sick. Looking at that. That is grim beyond relief. No.
I'll put up on the screen what I'm showing that. It is a cursed image beyond all cursed images, if I'm being completely honest. Just the taste, the texture, like... In the new Fallout TV show on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Incredible. They've actually done what most people have asked and just kind of made the TV show from the game.
See, I've not seen it yet.
It's awesome. It's really good. Genuinely really good. It's well worth a watch, 100%. But it got me thinking about, what universe I would want to be in. So, and I kind of want to just open it up slightly from games to, games and movies. What's your, if you could pick any of the universes to go into, which one are you going into?
So I do actually have a really random one because I think it's a bit of everything.
Okay.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I somehow thought you were going to say that. As soon as you said a little bit of everything.
It's just one of them. That's an amazing time to be. Maybe not a toon.
Would you be? I was going to say, would you be a toon or would you be a human?
I think I'd want to be a toon.
You'd have to be, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but living in the human world. So it's a bit like Men in Black. If you think about it, instead of aliens, it's cartoons.
I love Men in Black.
Yeah, that.
It's a great movie.
Oh, the opening scene, I always remember watching it. It was like at someone's birthday party. We went to the cinema.
Yeah.
We saw Men in Black. And the opening scene with the dragonfly, it's just flying around and you're watching it.
Yeah.
And then it goes, slap.
Yeah.
We all burst out laughing.
What?
I don't know why. But we all just found that scene just follow it.
See, for me it was completely different. I watched that movie as a kid.
Yeah.
I just found it the coolest fucking thing.
It was amazing.
Do you know what I mean? Just like, this is cool.
Yeah.
Like, I love this. And even now, watching it now, it's just like, yeah, this is a cool movie. I like this.
Yeah, no, it's a good movie.
I can't say much for 2, 3, and 4.
I'm not bothered with 4. I watched up to 3.
Number 1 is,
Yeah.
obviously is going to be the best one. But yeah, so you're in Who Framed Roger Rabbit land.
That's like one of them.
Okay.
I just think that'd be a cool...
So what's your top 3 then? Because obviously that's going to be in there.
So then, I'd love to have been at Jurassic Park. As weird as it is, I'd love to have been Alan Grant. I've just been Like, all your life, you've been studying dinosaurs, and then you're faced with them, and you come out the winner.
Just.
Yeah, but the adventure he has.
I mean, yeah, the adventure he has is amazing.
Like, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Or, no.
See, that's 2.
No, but if you could be just a person, and he turned 98 today, right? David Attenborough.
The
Like,
man himself. The
just
great
be
man
him.
himself.
Mission wrap. Being a national treasure just for talking about animals.
But everything
such a
he has
soothing
explored
voice.
and everything he has like found
Oh, yeah.
and stuff is incredible.
Yeah, like, he's been doing it.
The man is an absolute lord. Like, it's like a
Oh,
hero. Do you know what I mean?
A couple of years ago, I went to the Natural History Museum.
Yeah.
Like, because I love history and all that.
Never been. I need to go.
And there's actually an experience you can do, and they've got a mummified Greenland shark. But anyway, I'm there. I didn't do that. It was like 60 quid. I'm like,
Crikey.
and there's an area where there's jarred animal specimens. There's a baby shark in there anyway, so you're like, yeah, baby shark. But you then go to the David Attenborough suite, and that's where I think it's all recorded. Like, because you walk in and you're like, I'm sure that's like, you know what I mean, or that's where I imagine he sits, and they just bring in random artifacts to give him passion. Like, they're just like, we'll show you an octopus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he'll talk about it. He'll be like, yeah, and then they edit it with all the footage. Like, I don't know. I think that's the way. But anyway, I went there, and I thought he was going to be there.
Oh, mate.
Well, I was like, David Attenborough said he's got to be here
Yeah.
every day of the year. Like, he's like there.
Just lives there.
Yeah, but not. He just randomly appears and disappears.
Okay.
But it's like on a schedule, but not the same every day.
Yeah.
So like everyone knows at 1:35 he's gonna go to this cafeteria or go to this aisle in the library, a book section or something. It's like, oh, David Attenborough. But no, not like that.
Just a bit of David Attenborough love there.
Yeah.
So that's what, or is that your third universe?
I don't know. Can you be David Attenborough?
Well, I mean,
that's my question. Like, in his little universe of.
No, you can't. You could be a cameraman.
They have a sick job.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Or you could be like, you know.
And then the madmen that film volcanoes and twisters.
When I wanted, so apart from being wanting to be an archaeologist, my second job choice was storm chaser, and solely
Twister.
because of Twister.
Yeah.
No other movie, Twister.
Great
that
film.
was it.
Great film.
I watched Twister and I was like, that's the job for me.
Yeah.
Failing to realise I'm not in that country.
Yeah, but also though, then you've got now you're older. That shit.
No.
It'd be amazing just for the adrenaline. Just
Part of me
if
still
Virgin
now.
Experiences did a storm chaser day.
Shit, that's fucking. I mean, fantastic. But the insurance on that
Yeah, but
would
if it
just
was
be
like,
fucking
say it
phenomenal.
was 600 quid, you paid it. I don't know about the rest of it. Like, just say 600
I'd have
quid.
so much gag.
600 quid, a Virgin Experience. You've got to get to America and
Yeah.
sort your accommodation. 600 quid though to be a storm chaser for the day.
Guaranteed
But
tornadoes.
this is the thing.
Because you can't really guarantee them. Apart from, I suppose you'd have to have it in Tornado Alley.
Yeah,
And you'd have to have it during, obviously, their season of tornadoes.
But that's the thing. Maybe you go on that ratio of. So you might have to stop there for
kind of like the Northern Lights.
You might have to pay for it, but that period of time is over like 3 weeks, say.
Right.
So you've got to foot the rest of the money.
Me, that's fucking expensive. But yeah, I see what you mean.
So
there's
say
still part of me.
money was no object.
Yeah.
So you can do the stopping. Would you pay 600 quid for that experience?
If money was no object, pal, I'm getting a vehicle.
Do it yourself.
I'll be a storm chaser myself.
Yeah.
And then die. Because obviously,
No training.
no training, no experience with how tornadoes move apart from Twister.
So,
why is it not growling at me?
So you'd be in the Twister universe.
No.
Okay.
No. My universes would be Stargate. I'd have to go. I'd love to be in that universe.
Yeah.
I'd love to be, yeah, and in the Stargate, definitely.
In it, just in the actual Stargate.
I mean,
Stuck
you know,
there.
I'm going to be on the team. I'm going to be on the SG-1 team. You know what I mean? I'll just be like that random guy that turns up occasionally. It's like, hi, I'm coming with you, and we're going to go to some mad world. Definitely Stargate universe is one of them.
Yeah.
100%. I'd quite like to be in the Toy Story universe.
That's a good shout, actually. Just, would you be a toy or a human?
Kind of both. I kind of want to do it both ways.
What, be a toy and just boshing about?
Yeah,
But then
and
be
do a toy
human-
universe, and then
Be a human and try to catch the toys out.
Yeah.
Because you know they're doing stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're never in the same place.
exactly.
So you're like, wait a minute, I'm sure you were there.
Yeah,
Oh,
and they're suspect as fuck. Like nobody
don't-
fucking remembers.
No, don't they run back to the same places?
No. They just drop exactly where they
I
are.
forgot about that bit.
So it's like, you know, I don't fucking remember that shit. But yeah, in the Toy Story universe, because toys are alive. That's wicked.
Yeah.
And then the third one, I've got like three in mind, which I know is ridiculous, but it's either Pokemon universe,
Right.
because Pokemon would be cool if they were around, like the superhero universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Or
would you be a hero or a villain? Or just a bystander?
fuck being a bystander.
Yeah, boring.
You know what I mean?
I'd be the Joker. Like, if I could pick one, or the Riddler.
Would you?
Yeah. Just for the fun.
Just for the sheer fuck of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'd love it.
I'd want to be Thor, I think.
Yeah. Or the other one would be
Or-
Peter Quill.
No, I'd either be Thor or I'd be completely the opposite and just be Thanos. I like the way Thanos thinks.
Oh, yeah, no.
You know
I
what I
agree
mean?
with the way he thinks, but... Snappity snap.
Yeah, I'd be wicked. I'd love that.
But you know, if you did it again, would it do the same thing?
What, half the half?
Yeah.
Possibly.
So he could eventually do it till he was the only person.
Yeah. Or there'd be like half of him. So he'd be dead. I mean, either way he's dead, but...
Yeah.
Or are they dead? I can't remember. I don't think they are dead, are they?
No.
They're just like...
In a different...
They're just somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know where.
In like the other or something.
Yeah, I'm
like
not Doctor Strange.
that. Doctor Strange, eh?
Yeah, you know.
Nice.
But,
So yeah, Pokemon universe, just because that'd be wicked to have them alive. Essentially the superhero universe. And
I've got one for you then with that. I'm going to combine the two.
go on.
Pokemon and superhero universe and your ditto. So you could be whatever you want, whenever you want.
Ooh.
How good is that scenario?
Hey, that's pretty good.
You're a Pokemon.
Shit, you could just be anything. Anything you want.
That's what I mean. You're a Pokemon, but you could be Thor. You could be Spider-Man. No, but you could just every day wake up and be like, today I'm going to
Who
be...
am I going to piss off today?
Yeah. I'm going to be Green Goblin.
Oh, Jesus. You can piss off. I won't fucking piss him off. Fuck that.
So I'd rather be the one that's getting pissed off and go,
Get pissed off and just turn into the Hulk. Or turn into Red Hulk. And go absolutely fucking bananas on shit.
yeah, but then you could go from like, I don't know where.
No. I don't like. No ditto. You got to pick one. You're either going to be a villain
Right, that
or
was
you're going to be a superhero.
Villain.
What, every time?
Yeah.
The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers universe.
You see, I wasn't really a Power Ranger fan.
What?
You're joking.
I don't know how. You can't. Did you even? Thing is, the moment Mighty Morphin Power Rangers started, the moment it started,
It
was
over.
instantaneous theme tune instantly.
Yeah. Oh, the
Right.
theme tune though.
Holy shit. Yeah, mate, honestly, I heard that and I was like, I'm sold.
Yeah,
Don't even know what this is about, but I'm sold. So, I fell in love with it. And do you know what's weird about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers that I found out now, or a couple of years ago? It's from a Japanese TV show.
Right.
So, a guy brought it over. There's a documentary on Netflix about it. But, like, essentially, a guy wants to, like, make some money off action figure sales, and he's like, how can I do this? Ends up seeing these, like, random Japanese episodes of, I think it's like ZU Ranger or something like that.
Right.
And it's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So, and he's like, that's sick. I could probably make that into sort of like Americanized. We can essentially butcher all the episodes
That are already
and
done.
kind of cut them into, so they have American actors doing all the, down to earth sort of like relationship stuff. But then all of the fighting predominantly and anything where they're in suits, majoritively, is all Japanese.
Oh.
You know Bryan Cranston?
Yeah.
He used to do some of the evil voices
Really?
for the American version of Power Rangers. Which is why Bryan Cranston is in is it the newest one that came out? I think is Bryan Cranston as Zordon.
Oh.
And it's kind of like a callback to
A bit like
when
how
he was
Bill Murray was Garfield.
Yeah.
Was the guy who voiced Garfield, the cartoon voiced Venkman.
Yeah.
Until next time, thank you for listening. A comment, like or share really helps us out, and we would love to hear your stories and thoughts in the comments section below.